What's up, folks? Welcome to the Combat Fighting channel. My name is Han and this is CFC FIGHT VLOGS number 7. In this video we got Saeed Abi-Issa, a local Calgarian fighter looking to get it. We do a quick interview at his house, then we do a quick interview in his car, and then we check out a live training session with him and Olson Werenka. My name is Han and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace out.
My name's Saeed Abi-Issa. I'm an MMA fighter fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, and I'm fighting out at Ethers BJJ.
Cool. So we met during the last fight at Branded Fighting Championship 3. You won by knockout?
Yes, correct.
Was that in the second round?
Yes, that was in the end of the second round.
Second round, okay. So while it's semi-fresh in your head, can you play it back to me on how it happened?
Yeah, it was going good at the first round. We took it down to the ground, got to work my ground game, which was good. Near the end of the second round, I realized I was headhunting more, so worked down to the body, hit the liver, and then kind of just saw his face shut down from there, and then just went for the kill.
You took it on short notice, right, was it?
Yes, that was 2 weeks notice for that fight.
2 weeks notice, okay. Did you have any fights prior to that?
I had a fight back in February, yes. No, I fought a year ago, last February.
Oh, okay.
This is the last time I fought. So for me, I've been trying to get fights ever since then. But it was hard because nobody would want to fight me. So I was just struggling trying to find an opponent to step in the cage with me.
Mm-hmm. You were saying that you took it from short notice. You had a fight 1 year ago.
Yeah.
So are you always in shape? How'd you take it on such short notice?
Yeah, I've been in fight camp multiple times before this fight from August, just because I've had fights lined up and then pull out, line up and then canceled. So I've kind of been in shape continuously, and as I was taking this fight, I was in Texas training down there over in De La Rosa MMA. So I was training while I got accepted that fight. So I was already somewhat in shape, just pushed harder, was ready for the fight.
Mm-hmm. So you're in Texas training. Was that for like something that's part of your resume, or is it you're just visiting somebody?
Yeah, I was visiting the De La Rosa family. They just opened up their gym down over in Azle, Texas. So I went down there for a couple weeks, trained with them, met some good people, very good training partners, very high level. Definitely would go back for sure.
Getting in fit for me is easy, I think, but staying fit is always a challenge.
Yeah, keeping that maintained is pretty difficult.
Yeah, so how's day-to-day life for you right now?
It's not going too bad. I'm kind of in Ramadan right now, so I'm fasting, but training's going, if anything, better than before. I'll train most times in the day, and then I'll train after I break my fast as well, so I still have that energy. Yeah, everything's just going consistent. Can't complain about anything. Everything's going the way I'd love to. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting question. So, you do Ramadan, you do fasting. It's something not foreign to you. Some fighters that start fighting, they haven't fasted in their life, right?
Yes.
So, is it just when you're cutting weight, when you're ready for a fight, because you've done Ramadan so many times in your life, is it much easier going into it?
It is easier intake-wise about eating the food or drinking the water. It gets mentally hard near the end, the last couple of days before weigh-ins. That's where it really starts to mentally take over, and that's where your mental strength comes in. You could fast 100 times a day. It's just all up here in the mental state. If you could beat your mental mind, then it'll be easy.
Mm-hmm. So right now you're fasting, which is a little bit different than weight cutting, I guess.
Yeah.
During weight cutting, it's less extreme, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your normal diet, like a breakfast to lunch and dinner?
Usually wake up, I'll have a few eggs with like an avocado just for protein and fats. Throughout the day, I'll snack on fruits, water, smoothie. Lunchtime comes, it varies big time. It could be a sub, it could be a sandwich, more fruits, smoothie. All depends where I am and what I'm doing. Dinner, usually my mom makes some good food for the family. lots of protein, lots of carbs, and then I usually end up snacking more at nighttime.
Cool. Yeah, so I saw you walking with Abdu.
Yes.
You said you trained with him on and off for like 5 years?
Yes.
Something like that?
Okay.
So how'd you guys get together and meet?
When Abdu came back from Thailand, he came and visited my old MMA gym, and kind of from there he joined us. And then he's Algerian, I'm Palestinian. You know, we got along very well. And then just next one class to another, me, him, and my dad, we all just went out for dinner one day, and ever since that, we've been really, really tight. Even during COVID times, we used to train together. He's been in my corner a couple times. He let me corner him once for a Muay Thai World Cup fight, which was pretty sick. And I'm sure it won't stop from here.
How much older is he than you? You guys pretty far apart, or?
Yeah, about 7 years, 6-7 years approximately. Yeah.
And I was mentioning to you that what I noticed was your movements and his movements are kind of similar.
Yeah.
You ever watch Troy?
Yes.
Yeah, Troy is Troy, and he had a younger cousin.
Yeah, there you go.
That moved like him.
Yeah.
That reminds me of you and him. Like the way you moved, the way you did the knockout was so similar to the way he finished Alvin.
Yes, that's
it was like
that fight.
it was like a liver shot, and then he did right in the chin. But you did a liver shot, liver shot, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was the same type of knockout.
Yes.
And when I saw that, and I looked at Abdu in the corner, I was like, "Holy shit! You guys are pretty tight, probably, because it's the same type of movement."
Yeah. Me and him, actually, I did strictly Muay Thai with him for about 1.5 years. And then I was able to go compete. At the time, I was considered a youth. I was 17, I think. Yeah, I was 17 at the time. And I was fighting WBC Nationals. And trained with Abdu for 1.5 years straight. And then with Abdu's help, I got #1 in Canada for Muay Thai in my weight class. And then I went over to Worlds, for WBC Worlds as the 17, 18-year-old category. Same thing, trained with Abdu hard, and then came down short, but second in the world was not too bad, not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. You lose a lot in life. You just gotta move on and take it as a lesson. It's kind of like, that's where I get along with fighters a lot, because there's not a lot of things in life, or categories in life, things in life, jobs in life, where you understand that if you lose, you still gotta keep going.
Yeah.
A lot of guys lose and you're like, I give up. It's I'm done. But that's where the beauty of it is in life, is when you lose and you keep going. Because that's how you succeed. It's like you have to lose like 9 out of 10 times is what I say now. Like if you can win 1 out of 10 times, like a true victory, that's great. And I'm not just saying like fighting, it's like all together. Like business, life, kids, family, all that together.
It's better to lose earlier on in life too, just so you can learn, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, even these days, I don't see losing as losing anymore.
Yeah.
It's just, well, what did I do wrong? Okay, just correct it, do it better. That's kind of how I see it these days. But I think that comes with age and wisdom. That comes with age, that kind of experience. But I think fighters got it earlier, because they have to learn to fight through that. Because the process and the mindset of winning after, or trying after losing, is the same as the mindset in life for anything else. Maybe if even harder in fighting, because you get punched. You can't really run from that. But yeah, so you talked about some of the stuff you did in the past, right? You're WBC #2 now, right? So behind you got a bunch of trophies and medals. Can you tell me about these medals?
Yeah, so a lot of these medals are jiu-jitsu based. Competed in jiu-jitsu a lot before MMA, and then even during MMA I still compete. I got a lot of school trophies. These are more athletics, athlete of the years, sports, badminton, volleyball, wrestling, all those things I kind of did in junior high school. So these medals here, I kind of, as competing as a child, jiu-jitsu, I did a lot of competing. Got medals all over the trophies. These little trophies here were my school trophies for athletics.
So you did volleyball, was it? Volleyball, something else?
Volleyball. I got athlete of the year. Wrestling. Got a bunch of other ones. And then these trophies, all of them, these were all what really started my martial art career was Hapkido. So I kind of got my black belt in like the Hapkido style. Once I got my black belt, kind of started to slow down and then wanted to go up from there. So kind of took on MMA and kickboxing.
So you know Hapkido up there, right?
Yes.
How does that differ from, say, Muay Thai?
So Hapkido is more like the traditional belt, discipline, manners. It teaches you, it gives you self-confidence too as a little child or a little kid. It teaches you self-defense. You can learn how to defend yourself on the street. For me, what I took away the most was the discipline and manners and respect. Like, aside from the way my parents raised me, this also gave me that extra on top of all the other kids, was the discipline and manners from everything else. And then these two gloves my uncle gave me as actually a birthday gift when I was, I believe, like 8 years old. And then all these tournaments I competed with were with these gloves on, so I just put them up.
When you say these gloves, you mean those that...
These two right here.
Oh, there, okay. Cool. And what's the one in the middle?
This one is just a little gift I got. I just put it in my room. It looks good.
Okay, I thought it's maybe something you had from childhood.
No.
Cool. So nunchucks, is that a thing of yours? You know how to use, or is it?
Yeah. Same thing in the Hapkido style. We kind of learned how to do some like patterns, we could say nunchuck patterns and everything, where we used to do lots of demos for the public and stuff. So black belts would usually put some nunchucks on and show some patterns, move around and stuff.
And over here you got some, that's branded, right?
Yes, this is the branded fighting championship, one that I fought 2 weeks ago. Well, kind of what I do is I throw, every fight I'll make a little shadow box. Me and my dad would make one, kind of put pictures of it. This is an exhibition match actually. This was my first one back in 2022.
Is that Edmonton?
This was in Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie, okay.
Yeah. So that one I got first round submission, triangle choke. And then this was my first on record fight, February 18th over in Rumble in the Cage. That was my first on record one, so that was a good one. I won by first round knockout. Here's my purple belt jiu-jitsu, kind of still competing in that, training, gotta keep that consistent. And then over here I have, back from high school, I have 2022 cities and provincials, and I got MVP for that. So I won cities and I won Alberta provincials for that. And then same thing here, I did cities and provincials and the MVP for wrestling. So 2022 and 2023 back to back after COVID.
Yeah, so I got to ask, so you said your dad and you make these, what are they called? Murals?
We just say shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing, okay. So you guys make these things together, meaning your dad and you are kind of tight with this stuff?
Yes, yeah. Kind of from day one, he kind of was always in my corner. We grew up together. Days I don't want to go, he'll push me and he'll force me. He'll be like, get to the gym, let's go. Even though I don't want to, I'll fight with him all the time. But that's the reason why I'm at the level I'm at, is because the push and the support I got from my parents.
So who started? Was it you or your parents?
It was, so my parents never did any martial arts. So my dad and mom kind of threw me in this just to defend myself, because I did get bullied when I was younger. I cried lots, didn't want to go. And my Master Bobby, he'd look at us and be like, it's either you're going to walk away or you're going to leave him and it's going to change his life. And my dad kind of chose that and made me cry every time until I got to a year in or something like that. And then I just enjoyed it from there and then took it on myself.
Yeah, I got to ask about this. I mean, it's a big topic with martial arts and bullying, right?
Yeah.
So with that stuff, after training, how did the bullying change? Was it a reactiveness in you, or was it the bullies saw a different perspective in you?
It was more the confidence for me. You know what I mean? So I would get bullied, and I was a very nice, kind-hearted person. I didn't really wanna fight anyone. So if I did get hit, I'd walk away. I'd go talk to the kid, or I'd talk to the teacher. And then there's been times where, unfortunately, self-defense had to come and play when I was younger. But now as you get older, you look back at it and you're like, the self-confidence that you have as a younger child was so much different from all the other kids. It's not being arrogant, it wasn't being cocky, it was staying humble, but having the confidence, knowing your capabilities. And that's the big one for me, is being able to stay humble and know your foundation, know where you started, kind of thing. Don't let things get to your head, get too arrogant or anything like that.
And after you started martial arts, you're saying the bullying stopped?
Yeah, well, it obviously went through elementary, junior high. That's kind of what happened. But over time, I started to stand up for myself more and more, you know, speak up for myself. And then that kind of started to slow down near the end of grade 7, grade 8, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Well, thank you for sharing that. So, you have all these things since you're young. And how old are you now?
19.
19. Oh, I thought. So how long have you been doing? You said 17, so 3-4 years now?
Yeah, I did. Well, when I first got into MMA, it was 15.
15, okay.
And then I did Muay Thai for a couple of years, and then, but still in the MMA gym, but just strictly competed Muay Thai because I was still too young to compete in MMA. So I said I'd do smokers, I'd do Muay Thai fights whenever I could, just to be active.
Cool. So now that you're 19 now, let's do goals and predictions. Last time when you posted for the branded fight, you hashtag Dana White. Obviously, the UFC is something on your cards, right?
Yeah. That's always been a goal as a little kid. I know it's a lot of people, it's a dream for them, but I say it's a goal because I know it's capable. It's just a matter of how much I'm willing to sacrifice and the time and effort, I guess I could say.
Yes.
So hopefully a few years, something will come.
Yeah, it's interesting to say that. Like I did an interview with Cody Jerome. He started at 15 also after finishing like junior high sports, hockey and all that. He's giving similar vibes to you. It's like he said since the beginning he knew. And he just kept going, and it took him like, maybe close to 15 years.
Yeah.
And now he's going to fight for one championship, and it's great for him,
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, you're giving me similar vibes to those guys, like Jake and those guys, which is cool.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're going to keep going? Like, do you have any doubts ever in your head to give up?
No, not really. Like, back when I was like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, when I was doing all the martial arts, I'd rather go play soccer. I'd rather be like every other kid. But as I got older, even now I like look at it, I'd rather be in the gym and train and work my ass off and just go at it and just push, because I know the end goal. I know how it feels to win. I know how good it feels to see the results of your training. So yeah, there's times where it's like, it's harder. Mentally it's harder, but I got my dad, I got my mom, I got my parents supporting me, and they'll just push me through it all, and there's no stopping from here, no slowing down.
Yeah, it's great. Like, a lot of people talk about the support system being important. For you, it sounds like it's pretty foundation key that your parents are with you on this, right?
Yes, yeah, it's pretty strong, especially for like dieting for me, because I have a bad sweet tooth. My mom will keep me in check, make sure I'm in check for all of it. So that's a big one too for me.
Has weight ever been an issue for you?
No, not really. I usually the last couple pounds are a bit difficult, but that's usually for most people, right? I stay lean all the time, so I don't cut more than 15, 20 pounds at tops, 20 pounds, right? But most times I'm lean, I'm kind of ready to go at all times, so.
Right. And before I forget, I want to ask about, so your background, you said you're Palestinian?
Yes.
When did you guys move here?
I was born and raised here. My mom was born and raised here as well. She's Lebanese. My dad's Palestinian. He was born in Dubai and then lived in Lebanon for a bit. But my grandparents were the ones that were born in Palestine and then had to move out. My great-grandparents, they were the one that kind of had to flee back over in 1948. But everybody was kind of born in Lebanon and then came here. My dad came here when he was 19. Came here on his own. Then he met my mom, and yeah.
Yeah, so a bit of war history there. Both those countries, definitely. Any family left in Palestine right now?
Yeah, we got a few cousins there and stuff, but yeah.
So for the war, right? Has that affected you guys at all? Like the war?
At the end of the day, there's not much we could do other than do our best to expose from here. We don't have much power, but we could voice it out. Yeah, there's not really much we could do. It's not like we have anything against a certain group of people. It's the reality of life, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm Vietnamese. I came here because of war too, so I get it. It's a bit different when your family comes from war.
Yeah.
Perspective on goals and everything are very different.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have some people, not that I care, but like some people grew up in Canada, they don't have that first gen experience. Gotta work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, discipline.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different for first gen immigrant because you can't really fail.
Yeah.
There's no option to fail there, you know. Yeah, so it's cool. I respect that. Is there anyone you want to mention or thank on camera for your journey so far?
Yeah, well, I could start from my parents, my family, right? Dad, mom, brother, sister, they've all been supportive through it. They've never doubted me. Thanks to my master Bobby, the one that kind of started the journey off for me. He was the one that pushed for me when I was younger and then recommended me to go to MMA. Got a lot of training partners. You know, shout out to Nico. That's a big one. Olsen. We got the De La Rosa family back in Texas. Mark, Montana, Zaylen. Those people were a big one for my last fight camp back over in March. Everybody over at Aethers, same thing. Abdu. There's a lot of people. But yeah, Aethers, Abdu, with Kieran Kettle. He's a big one too. When I'm there, he runs a tight class. So that's a pretty good class too. Yeah.
It's all good, man. So the second part of this is going to be us filming you working out.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to turn it off here, cut that segment, and we're going to jump into the next piece, which is Aethers MMA.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. So we're driving to Aethers MMA.
Yes.
It's not too far of a drive.
No, it's about 10 minutes from here, so
Okay.
it's pretty nice.
So do you normally just drive from here, or do you drive from like school, work?
Most of the time, most times of the week, I'm usually at work until class time. So I'm usually going from work, driving to the gym with my dad. I break my fast before I walk into the gym, and then I'll kind of train after I break my fast. So it's pretty nice.
Okay, so when you go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
What's your training regimen? Can you walk me through it? Like when you get in the gym, what do you do?
Most of the times I usually warm ups, whether it's skipping or I'll go stretch, just warm up, get my muscles loose, and then kind of hop in class. A lot of the time with class we'll do a lot of drilling or a lot of live. And then we have a couple days, 2-3 days where it's hard sparring rounds, hard shark tanks, gauntlets, just get the heart rate up, get you in shape. Got a group set, good group set of boys. They're all pretty solid. They all know how to push you well, so yeah.
So outside of fighting, many hobbies do you do?
No, not really. I don't have, I usually don't got a lot of time for that, but when I'm not training, most of the times I'll be out with a couple friends, just go out, drive around, get a nice drink, chill at a guy's house, play some cards, but nothing much. No big hobbies I have.
Girlfriends, anything like that?
Nope, none of that.
Oh, okay. All discipline.
All discipline is a distraction.
Okay, cool. It is a distraction, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it's fighting, school, and work?
Yeah, so I'm off a semester right now because I'm in university, but I'm gonna be going back in September, hopefully. That's the plan.
Which university is it?
Mount Royal University.
Cool. So you got to go live abroad? You drive there?
Yeah, most of the times I usually do drive there, or I'll catch a ride with a friend if we have class at the same time or something like that.
Cool. What are you studying?
I was in computer science, and then I swapped out, and I'm doing a sociology degree now.
You know, computer science swapping out might not be a bad idea. The way things are going with the world.
Yeah, I was looking into it. Computer science, after you graduate with that degree, some guys are sitting like 3-4 years without a job.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going for it.
Yeah, during my time, I was going to do computer science or a commerce degree.
Yeah.
I ended up taking a commerce in science, computer science, which was better because it got me in financial. But computer science alone has issues, man, especially now with AI taking over. I don't know how that's going to go
yeah, I
for
know.
computer science people.
And sociology was a big one because it's like you're studying the human behavior and like fighting, right? If you could kind of crack that down for fighting, that'd be pretty good too.
Yeah, okay, so sociology and fighting, okay? Let's talk about like the mentality of a fighter, all right? So you're going to the fight.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on in your head? Like, are you nervous? Are you like shaking down the nerves? What's going on through your head when you're walking in?
Well, okay, so when I first walk into the venue, walk in, look around, you know, I get really talkative, so I'll talk a lot. I usually don't feel the nerves. For me, what happens is after I hit the back room, get my hands wrapped, that's kind of when the nerves hit me a bit, is once my hands are getting wrapped, I'm sitting on that chair, and then nerves go away, and then I go from talkative to like dead silent, not saying a word. I got music in my ears, and I'm in that zone. And for me, it's when I make my walk towards the cage, it's like the feeling I have inside of me, I'm so calm, I'm so in the zone. It's almost like I'm going for a sparring day kind of thing. I'm not really nervous. I don't have a game plan. I go in there, I show the skills I have, and then it plays out from there. I really don't get nervous often in these fights.
So let me ask you this then. How many fights have you had so far in total?
Oh, MMA 3 in total, 1 exhibition. Jiu-jitsu, a whole lot. I've had, like, as a kid to now, at least probably 30 matches.
Okay, so now you're saying that right now, when you fight and you're walking in, it's almost like you're going for a sparring session?
Yeah.
Was that always the case?
No. I used to always get really nervous, adrenaline rush, you know, I get really shaky. First rounds are usually like my slow rounds, whether jiu-jitsu, wrestling, MMA, grappling, whatever it is, that's usually my slow, like, get into the mood kind of round for me. But yeah, I feel like once I hit like the 17, 18 years, I kind of was able to control my nerves and just walk in normal. I want to see blood when I fight, you know what I mean? So before this March fight, I looked at my coach and I was like, I want to see blood on the floor before I walk out of that cage kind of thing. And then after, you know, respect to my opponent and everything, went in good job, great fight, thanks for coming and fight. I'm just looking and there's blood everywhere and I kind of just like smirked, you know? I'm not always like that, it's only when I'm in the cage, but after I'm out of the cage, it's like, okay, now I'm back down to earth kind of thing.
So, you know, I've heard a lot about this. One of the big ones is Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
When Casamano died, he had no idea how to calm himself down. So you said when you go in the cage, you're like a different person. You like seeing blood. Your adrenaline is rushing. When you get out of the cage, you kind of calm down.
Yeah.
Is that can you describe that to me? Is that like a mental switch in your body? Is it because you want blood, but normally you don't get to have blood?
I feel like in my mind, it's either he's gonna do it to me or I'm gonna do it to him, kind of thing. Somebody's gonna come out hurt. That's kind of how I look at it. If I'm going into a cage with someone, it's either he's gonna get hurt or I'm gonna get hurt. And most of the times, when I'm in that mindset, ready to fight, ready to step into the cage, I'm ready to kill. I'm ready to look for the kill and find it and go straight for it. No stopping, no holding back. My first fight, when I won by knockout, my mom after comes back and looks at me, she's like, "Did you not feel bad?" And I was like, "Well, now I feel bad, yeah." But when I was in there, it's like he wanted to do the same thing to me, right? So it's either me or him, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one giving it for the most part. Right?
Yes.
So,
yes. So out of all the fights so far, right? Out of all the fights you've had so far?
Mm-hmm.
What's been the hardest? And I'm talking about across BJJ, across Muay Thai, MMA. What was the hardest fight?
Hardest, just like performance-wise?
Say hardest on your body.
Okay.
Like testing your skills to the max.
For me, I feel like for like wrestling, for me in the wrestling seasons were pretty tough because I was wrestling high club wrestlers most of the time and pressure was on all the time. I had university scouts looking at me. I had eyes on me at all times, and that was kind of a big one for me, was that because wrestling isn't my foundation, so I just kind of jumped into it in high school and then just took it away from there. I'd say that probably that would be the hardest body-wise, because for provincials, we're wrestling like a lot of times in one day, and that's in a span of like 3 hours. And we're just going in matches, and the more you win, the more you wrestle, kind of thing. And you're going against some strong kids that are club wrestlers, wrestling since they were like little kids. And for me, when I first did it, I was in that jiu-jitsu mindset, right? I'd try to be on my back, pull guard, and then over time, I kind of said, okay, now I need to be on top, not on the bottom. So I feel like for me, body-wise, that would probably be pretty hard. From what I remember, anyways, was wrestling for sure.
Mm-hmm. So for the wrestling, obviously you've done both wrestling and stand-up. Mm-hmm. What do you prefer?
I prefer standing up. I like to bang. I like to throw some hands, see some blood. But yeah, that's probably what I prefer, is to stand up for sure.
Mm-hmm. So you've done Muay Thai World Cup, you said, right?
Yes.
So you've done cage matches and you've done ring style matches.
Yes.
For Muay Thai.
Yes.
Can you kind of elaborate on the differences that you experience in the two, fighting somebody?
Yeah, it's pretty different. In the ring, it's just the movement. Like, for example, because I always focus on keeping their back against the cage, kind of cutting them off in the ring too. It was just the movement was different. My footwork, just the way I'd move, the way I'd have to cut them off. Even if my back was against the ropes or even against the cage, everything's just so much different. It's a different world. My preference, I love the cage. I just love the feel of the metal to it. Just all that feeling of the metal, the cage against your back. That's a good feeling. I love the ropes. I feel like it's more bouncy and stuff, but I like feeling that nice structure on the back of it.
You would have to be more active in the ring. The cage, I assume.
Yeah.
Less corners, more corners, You
gotta probably move around, especially if you're being more defensive too. You're gonna have to move lots, because the ring, you got 4 corners. You could sit in a corner for the whole fight, kind of thing. But the cage is constant moving. Mm-hmm. It's just go.
It sounds like you're more an offensive fighter than a defensive fighter. Is that correct?
It's kind of. I like being the offensive one. I like working my counters lots, kind of being a counter fighter and stuff. That one's a big one for me too. So being on the defense is kind of near the bottom of the list.
Uh-huh. So you're kind of the guy that thinks the best defense is the best offense. Is that correct?
There you go. Yeah, said it the best.
Yeah, some guys don't agree with that.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man. I mean, there is no wrong answer, because if you knock the guy out, then there's no real hardcore defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends per fight, right? But that's your preference.
Yeah, I'm like most of the times I never go in with a set game plan. Like I'm gonna take him down or I'm gonna work this combo. I go into the match feeling him out. First round, he's piecing me up on the feet. I'll take it down to the floor, kind of thing. There's no set game plan when I go into the fight. It's just I go do my thing and then see where it takes me.
Okay, so we arrived here at King Fitness.
Let's go down.
Okay, so we can hop out. All right, he's gonna grab his bags. I'll grab my thing here. I'll take that tiny tripod. Cute. And I'll just follow you in, all right?
Yeah, so this place is pretty nice. We got a nice gym out here too, and then we got a little area for us to train. So
Cool. This is the main spot you normally go to?
yeah, this is the big main spot because kind of 24-hour thing.
Hey, man.
See, that's a professional ball.
Welcome.
Yeah, so we kind of just come down this hall. And
I'm gonna swing around. That's it again.
we're going to just go down this hall, and then here's the gym right here.
Cool.
On this side.
Right in here, huh?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, bro? I'm Han. Nice to meet you.
Han?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, bro.
This is Olsen, owner of LFG Labs.
Yes, sir.
Pretty soon.
LFG Labs? Where are you opening it?
Right across from Chinook Mall.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice location.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be a game changer. That's for sure.
So today, what are we doing? With working out and warming up.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hit some pads, break a sweat.
Okay.
What are you thinking, Olsen?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want, huh? How do you guys know each other?
Met him through Brandon.
Oh, really?
From the Brandon fight.
I met him through the knockout. Yeah, most of the guys from the fighting community I meet just from the fights.
And you do a lot of videos for guys.
Yeah.
And stuff?
Well, I do a lot of the events, but I'm trying to do my own thing where it's like more vlogging style of the fighters.
Yeah.
I was telling Saeed there, like, I think there'd be more of a following if people understood who the fighters were.
Yeah.
And a lot of the videos that are being edited now are just like some crazy cuts, and it's like,
Yeah.
in the end, I'm like, who's this guy? All I saw was some crazy cuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a story going so people understand who it is.
That's pretty cool. More so just like hype video story behind the person a little bit.
Yeah, just like who's this person?
Yeah.
Who they train with? How did they get started?
Yeah.
Like what makes this person want to fight? Things like that. Like,
Okay. Well, I'm up next. You got me next.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I'm down anytime, man.
Yeah, for sure. We'll be fighting a lot this year, so. And so I've been fighting mostly wrestlers in the past, so it'll be nice to fight a guy who's willing to stand up with me. Good.
Yeah.
Both of us are fighting strikers. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you do this drill here, right, what are you guys focusing on? Accuracy, power, speed?
At the start, just flow, just get warm, and then as we go on, we'll add a little bit of power, add a little bit of combo work and stuff. The first round's just going to be kind of warm up, just get heart rate up, get your hands flowing. 1, 2. 1, 2. Jab. Jab. 1, 2. 2 at the end. Again. Across. Across, pull out 2. Jab. Jab. 1, 2. 1, 2, slip 2. Yeah. Roll out at the end. 2 roll 2. Yeah, left body shot on the roll. Wow. Yeah. Lead. Jab. Jab. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right up. Up. 2 after. 3, 2. Over. 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 Jab. Double. 1, 2. 1, 2, cut 2, 3. Cut with feet. 1, 2, cut 2, 3, low. 1, 2. Double jab. Yeah, double jab. Fake jab, unit 2. 3, 2. 3, 2, slip 2. Hey. Into that. Hey, 2. Superman, there's your switch kick. 2. Move, good. Again. Hey. Up. Over. Up. 2. Oh, good. Push. Good. Up. Up. Good. 1, 2. 1, 2, pull 2. Add 3. Up. Hey. Oops. You're down, you're down.
So Olsen, how many fights have you had so far?
I have 3 and 1 in MMA, and then I've had my fair share of Muay Thai and kickboxing fights beforehand. But I got into MMA a couple years back and went 3-0 at 170, and then I just jumped a weight class up to 185. Ended up losing that one, so I'm going back to 170 for this next one. Yeah.
How long have you been working on the gym? Are you opening?
We're planning to open the next couple months. I've been personal training clients, holding pads, strength training for, probably 7 years now. I started teaching kids classes, and then I got more into the paddling and stuff a few years back, and managed a gym in Calgary here, and now decided to open things on my own. Do that. Change lives, right?
Go change some lives.
Go change some lives. Yeah. 1, 2. Good, ready? Good again. Good, up. This is Jeff. Drop. Hey, yes, good. Give it to me. Hey, 2. 1, 2. Yep. Good. Up. 3, 2. Good. Switch. 2. Hey, good. 1, 2, 3. Right high. 2. Switch. Hey, good. All together. 2. Good. 2. Roll 2 with the body shot in between. Good. Jump. 1, 2. 1, 2. Switch knee. Hey, good. Yeah. Hey, 2. Double jab. Good. Double jab to a right. Alright. Good. Again. 2. Hey. Yeah. Hey, jab. Hey, right. Hey, 2. Hey, give it to me again. Hey, 2. Up. Jab. Double. Up. Good, double. Good, double. Jabs. Double on this side. 2. This side. Up. Again, quick. Ooh. Ooh. Jab. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Good, again. 1, 2, 3, 2. Again. Hard. 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 2. Ooh, good. Jab. Good. Right knee harder. Hey, good. Again. Switch knee harder. Again. Hey. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2. Good. Up. There you go. Hard. Up. 2. Hey. There it is. There it is. Woo!
So now, is this considered fully warmed up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So just getting warm.
How long do these sessions go for normally?
If we didn't have ice one today.
Yeah. So we got another workout we're gonna head to right after this, and it's all interval training, cardio, getting your heart rate up and down, 30-30 sort of thing. So if we didn't have that, we'd probably be here for a couple hours. But we usually, we're usually here a couple hours a day.
So you run your classes out of this facility?
Yeah. Right now, this is kind of our spot where we're running personal training and classes. We do striking classes every Sunday, and then I got clients all throughout the day, whether it's boxing or strength and conditioning. And Jeff. 2. I'm just gonna react here. Hey, good. Reset. Good, up. Yep. Up. Slow. Hey. Good. Slow 2. Yeah. jab. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. Jab on the way out. Again. Ba, ba, ba. Again. Ba, ba. Jab. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2 forwards. Roll out at the end. Hey, 2. Hey, up. 3, 2. Good, react. Good. Up. Jab, jab, 1, 2, jab, 2, yeah, jab, 2, 3, but, yeah, good, again, roll out at the end, wait, jab, 1, 2, 30 seconds, 1, 2, 2, 2, roll 2, good, body shot in between, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Up. Yeah. 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 Up. Up. Hey. Woo! Clean. I like it. There we go. One more round. One more.
So how much wrestling do you teach?
Wrestling?
Yeah, in your classes. Any wrestling
Not
at all?
too much wrestling. No, I stick to the striking.
He's a stand-up guy.
Yeah, I'm a stand-up guy.
He's a loser.
I like to strike, but I've been working a lot on my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu. But striking is what I've done for the most part. Yeah, most of the striking. All right. Jab. 1, 2. Again. Yeah, give me 5 bar. Come on. Hey. 1, 2, switch. Get it again. 1, 2, switch 2. Give me 3 after. Again. Switch. Up. Yes, get it. Switch. Up. Jab. Jab. Too hard. Again. Again. Push. 2. Knee. Good. Switch. Good. Switch. Break off. 2. Nothing. Right jump. Jab. 2. Jab. 1, 2. Keep me here. Jab. 1 minute. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Up. Hey, knee. Hey, knee. Switch knee. Hey, good. Break off. Give me that spinner. 2. Jab. Good. Nice switch. Roll up. Hey. Good. 1, 2. Good up. Good up. Good. Good. Give it to me. Hey. 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 Over. Up. Over. Inside. Hey, 2. Hard. Stay where you are. 15 seconds.
So Olsen, is running a part of any of this? Is that required, back and forth?
Day. Yeah. Every day, all day. I do, I start with 5K a day, and then I usually go up to 8 to 10K a day, well, if I can.
So this is not considered cardio?
This is considered more so high intensity interval training, if you'd say, but cardio is later. Yeah, cardio is in an hour or so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is more so the high intensity interval training. Yeah, good job.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
So you tie your hands up for training like this?
Yeah.
Is it much different than when you tie for a fight?
They don't have the laces for the fight, so these are like traditional boxing gloves with laces on them. The MMA gloves have Velcro straps, and then the commission there,
They tape first.
they tape it over just to lock the Velcro in place.
But the knuckle wrapping and inside, you wrap your knuckles there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it any different than during a fight when you wrap it? Is it?
Not really, there's usually gauze and tape on it. So other than your mindset, nothing's really different.
Yeah.
Just
It
wrap
just uses actual tape and gauze as they always got someone watching over you. You can't have like.
You can't have too much gauze, you only run a certain amount.
Like they're always watching. You can't take any enhancers, any supplements, or anything.
So you-
Clear bottles, everything's gotta be.
So when you can't take caffeine, does coffee count?
Yeah.
Okay, so just basic coffee isn't possible.
No Advil, nothing.
I mean, you could probably sneak an energy drink in a bottle or something, but
As long as commission will see.
yeah.
Do you guys drink coffee regularly, like normally?
No,
I
not
do.
me.
Okay,
I do because it helps with my fasting. I do fasting.
so you drink coffee regularly. Before a fight, you're not allowed to drink coffee. Is it just 4 hours before or like a day before?
As soon as you enter the building for the fight,
Oh, okay.
as soon as you walk in there, the day of the fight, night of the fight, there's someone on you watching you. Make
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. So if you wanted to, you could drink something before, but you never know. It could be 4 hours until your fight. So you're drinking caffeine 4 hours before, you're just gonna crash. Right? So yeah, they usually got someone watching you pretty closely. How you feel?
Look how I feel. What do you think? Always in good shape.
Always.
Stay ready, don't get ready, buddy. Come on now.
How was that for content?
That was great, man.
Flying here, you spit your water out.
Yeah, so Olsen, man, I was telling Abby, I'm going to be doing a lot of longer posts because I post them raw first, and then I do cuts of that longer video in the end, like many of them. So I'll probably post like a segment of this sparring, and then afterwards, just like Instagram highlights of it.
Yeah, sweet.
That's kind
Yeah, he's
of
gonna do like a little footage of
Yeah.
everything I was talking.
mix it in.
Yeah.
This will probably be 2 parts because probably that one will be more focused on you, and then the second one will be like both of you,
Yeah.
something like that. I'll work it out.
That's good. Yeah, it works. Yeah, I'll give you a call me on Instagram or whatever if you want to say.
I'll send you his post.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Saeed here. We just finished the training session that he had with Olsen at King Fitness with Ether MMA. Stay tuned with more fights from Saeed.
We're gonna put on a show.
Yeah, man. Up and coming right here.
Yes, sir.
Future
Thank you.
champion.
Appreciate it.